Welcome back to the Legends of Tarot, where we look at one day specifically. We pull some tarot and we take a look at legend and lore for that particular day. It's my honoring of the past. I don't let the past play a large portion of my life or really my readings, but it is an important aspect in the construct of flow and movement through space and time, as we see. Okay, so that said, we're looking in Tuesday, March the 12th here. So this is good. Tuesdays, as always, good for creative idea making. All right, them pens and pages out, get doing that kind of stuff. Really good. Especially because I feel like this day could be surrounded in a little bit of the more mundane, like boring type stuff, right? You may find that your day, although it might be filled, you might just be feeling like kind of blasé about it, and it's probably a direct reflection from energies around you or people that you are dealing with on this day, because it's an overall feeling. These readings are for collective; they're not sign specific or anything, but we're still in that age where we're kind of inching closer to the full moon here, and this is in the vernal equinox, and this is one that I'm really looking forward to. The moon being full, this is going to be an interesting one. And anyways, before I get off too far, let's pull some tarot on the day. And the legend for today is actually a war hero, and she's pretty spectacular. So do stay tuned for that after tarot. The tarot for the 12th of March. Okay, bottom of the deck, we got the Nine of Swords. I think we had that up yesterday too, and it's an overall energy. So still adjusting to that circadian rhythms and the daylight savings time, and it's nice to see this card in an overall energy only when you are in appreciation of how to move past it. This boring type thoughts, or your head might be filled with too many thoughts, or a lot of thinking, no action kind of feeling around it. I don't like to be a Debbie Downer or bad news, but that's just the feeling I had on this day even before tarot arrived. It's just like, it may seem blasé, it may seem mundane, but we can get past it by not judging it as being bad. We can just align with that kind of energy. I'm not gonna, like, these readings, my readings are never like what's gonna happen to you. It's more like alignment with the energy that we're moving past or we're moving through. Okay, those solar winds are still running very quickly, and we're feeling increases in frequency and activity. But on this day, it almost feels like an opposite effect, like even like a vertigo effect type thing, right? As we got Five of Cups here, this is like turn around, bright eyes. It is a good day for pausing and reflection. If you are kind of like burning a few things out mentally from your mind, or feeling a little bit burnt out. I guess that's a good a term to use for just kind of like a lower fields of interest and maybe not activity, but more so our attitude towards the activity is just kind of like it's fleeting, right? Okay, and that cord is, there it is. We're burning it down. We're cutting it out of our life. There she is, the Queen of Swords. So yeah, it could be final decisions being made on on things today too. So that's good. It's like I would approach and caution anybody that you're asking anybody that you're asking something from today. You might want to gauge the energy before you go ahead and ask for that big ticket or permission or whatever it might be on this day. Okay, so just some quick energies and some heads up to go through, and we'll hop right into this legend because this is one that I'm excited to tell. And this one, like I said, is about a war hero, and her name was Jane Delano, and we shout out to her because her birthday was today, March 12th, in 1862. And what this lady did prior to the First World War, and she must have been intuitive, but what she did was she united all the nurses across pretty much North America. It was like the American Nurses Association, the Army Nurse Corps, the Red Cross. She got all these nurses aligned and working together so that they were able to mobilize prior to the war. And some even credit her, like, this, without Jane Delano, we may not have been victorious in World War One. So she was honored and distinguished, and we remember her on this day for her contribution and the war hero that she was. She She actually passed away in France at the end of the war, and they brought her back to America, and it's a really cool monument that's set up to her and the 300 nurses that lost their lives in that First World War. But yeah, an amazing woman, an amazing legend who we honor and recognize and are in appreciation of on this day, because as our way of life has been protected. So thank you, Jane, for protecting us. All right. So it's only that legend's it's only 150 years old. It's fact. It's not really legend yet, but when it becomes legend way down into the future, she would be known as someone who protected us. Even more so than the comfort and the soothing aspect of nursing, and the healing portion. It was like that intuitive protection that they got all of these people together and organized and ready and just on the same page before all the terrible stuff went down over in Europe. Okay, I'll cut her short there. It's been a delight to read for you this Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.